I'm Luke Shervell. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Last weekend was Cinegear 2018, and if you haven't gone, it's really worthwhile. If you go every year, then the change of gear that you see is sort of quite incremental. It's not like a big leap, but if you go every other year or whatever, then yeah, it's fun to see what's coming up. But I really enjoyed going 2 days this year. Usually I just go up Saturday morning and come back Saturday night, but going 2 days, had an opportunity to go to some of the seminars, meet some people, and spend a little more time talking to vendors. And this year was sort of started last year, but this year I met a lot more of you who watched this vlog, which was just a real pleasure. So thanks for saying hi, and it was great to speak with many of you guys. Teachers, students, working professionals. It was that was special. So thanks, and I hope we do more of that. In fact, next year, what I'd love to sort of pitch to the Cinegear folks is why don't we have a seminar where we interview some gaffers, like from features, from episodics, from commercial, from corporate, and just have like a little round table, and I could draw some stuff out of those different folks. So anyway, if you've got some clout over there, let them know we'd like to do something like that. I just want to talk a little bit about the sort of overall themes that, from my perspective, were at play at Cinegear. Just kind of obvious, but it seems like all the lighting manufacturers wanted to have some kind of answer to the ARRI S60 sky panel. And basically a 1x2 foot LED with a translucent front that was not only Kelvin tunable, vari-color, bicolor, whatever you want to call it, but also RGB. And in a way, the RGB aspect of it was an answer to a question no one had really asked. But with ARRI kind of being the strongest one, at the beginning to sort of push that out there, everyone now feels like they need to incorporate that RGB capability into their units. And I have to say, I kind of feel sorry for a lot of the manufacturers now, because everything is changing so quickly, and there's that real feeling of needing to keep up with the Joneses. And so here I got the sky panels when Alan got them, when other people in the Bay Area got them, and then that's sort of become the standard. So then these other manufacturers, let it be, if it's Gemini, if it's Cineo, if it's any of these other folks that are trying to come out with units, that's a pretty hard row to hoe. It's just difficult to break in once something has kind of become the standard in a particular locale, and then that's what people ask for. Then you give them something else and you go, hey, this is just as good, and they're like, okay, but that's not really what I want. Even if it is better, even if the color rendition is better, skin tone and all that. So it's that's a difficult thing. Anyway, that was sort of a theme I saw for sure. And then the other one is kind of like everybody wanting to come out with that same RGB idea, but in the single tubes. So there's been a number of folks that have come up with tubes to kind of update old Kino units. Well, then Kino, a little behind ARRI, came out with the sort of select celeb LED versions, and which I love, and but Quasar Scientific, you know, some other folks, I'd say in terms of single tubes, you've got Quasar Scientific with their Rainbow now, with the RGB, which has amazing capability. And it's like the interface is on the tube. Pretty cool. The battery is a little funky, but you know, to me they all have their sort of pluses and minuses. Then you have Astera, which has the battery incorporated in the tube, and all these nice little stands that you can put the tube on, these little ways to grab it. A pretty intuitive interface that at the moment is not iOS, it's just Android. But I'm not quite ready to get into that system because you get the sort of a set of 8 or whatever. I don't know, but I have used them. The rental houses have them. I really think they're cool. The Rainbow by Quasar, I have a couple of those on order. Then there's the Indiegogo, you know, Digital Sputnik folks have their Voyager. Matt Workman talked about those, and I think they're probably pretty amazing. They're just having trouble with the supply chain, so you know, we'll see when those show up. But I have a couple of those on order, and then now Kino. KinoFlow has come out with their own tubes, and that will fit in with all the Select Series ballasts, but they are tethered. But anyway, it's just, you know, those, so I have a couple of those on order. It's like those fit my system. And but it's almost like you have to have a few of each because they all have this kind of particular capability that maybe some of the other ones don't have. And so here we are again, you know, in this LED world where you need a number of fixtures to answer all the different questions. So American Grip was showing off, you know, lots of different tchotchkes that they have. This was kind of cool. It's so it's just a grip head, but then it has like a little cam at the end, which instead of having another knob that tightens, it's a deal where if you've got an arm or rod or whatever that you want to grip something else with, whatever it is that you're trying to hold, when you tighten this down, now you don't have to tighten in a second place. You just have it, it's already tight just by the one lockdown. And just kind of a nifty little add-on that they were showing. And then here Ellen is holding a piece of the Dana Dolly setup that American has, and this is like a leveling stand, but I could see using that in other setups as well, where you need a little post in the middle of something. Kind of cool. So then KinoFlow was also showing off a retrofit of their Image 80 line. So instead of putting individual tubes in that are LED, you can just pull out the guts and put in the light engine from the Celeb series, and you've got nice output in your Image 80 enclosure that you already have. That's pretty cool. And they were also showing the Select 41, which is just the narrower, longer version of the Select 31, but has the same light engine, same ballast, same, you know, everything. And so I can definitely see where that's going to fit in. And just kind of a fun thing, Soft Sun was showing off their 100,000 watt unit, and they actually had a picture on the little poster there of 200,000 watts up on a 150-foot condo or whatever, and that was lighting a moonscape on some job. Crazy. And I believe Matt Workman walked by, and we didn't get to talk further, but yeah, hey, internet celebrity, that was fun. And then I had a chance to talk to Rubidium from Crimson Engine, and he gave me some pointers on how I could do a better job of monetizing this channel, which, you know, all I do is check the YouTube box for monetization, and beyond that, yeah, I kind of suck. So that was really helpful. Yeah, you know, just a wonderful time. So if you get a chance to go to Cinegear, I think you'll enjoy being there and meeting people and seeing new gear. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.